Hello, and welcome to episode 14 of Getting Your Class to Behave with me, Sue Cowley. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at the next of my key strategies and techniques. And this is one of my favourite ones, if I'm honest with you. It is wait for silence. Now, I've had to explain this strategy quite a few times over the years. And I remember when I first published this book with a slightly ruder title, that a teacher got in touch with me and he said, I followed your advice, I waited for silence, but I was still waiting 20 minutes later. So when I say wait for silence, what I actually mean is don't speak until everybody's listening. What I don't mean is waiting is all that you do. And the reason this is so important, and I've alluded to this in past episodes, is this idea of one voice, that we are here to learn, we're here to listen, and therefore we prioritise the voice of the person who is speaking. So this is not about the class having to listen to me talking at them for hours on end. This is about whoever is speaking to the group as a whole, we are going to listen to them. So in the book, I talk about the various different ways in which you can get silent attention from a group. And the first one I explore is the force of your personality. Now, this can just be about standing with your arms folded, looking at the class, holding your nerve. If that hasn't worked in about a minute or two, and the learners aren't dropping the noise level, then it's probably not going to work at all without you trying something else. The power of the pause is something else I mention in the book. And this is, for instance, where somebody is addressing the class as a whole. And there's a bubble of noise, and you say, just pause. And what you're doing by doing that is you are reinforcing this idea that we wait, we listen. And you are helping the children and young people build their impulse control. So what else might you do? Well, sometimes you might want to give a non-verbal signal. And that might be about going to move towards somebody who's still talking, placing a hand on the desk. It can be about what I call the deadly stare, the kind of teacher look, the why are you talking without any words needing to be said. So it can be about those kind of non-verbal signals. It can be about an actual oral signal. So in our setting, we use a little bell, the children ring it, not the adults, to indicate that it's time to come to the mat because we're going to do mat time. You can raise a hand. Everybody raises a hand and they fall silent. You can stand on what teachers call their silent spot. And this is effectively the place in the classroom that you stand when you're going to wait for the class to be silent. Some teachers will do it in primary by sitting down in their teaching seat where they go to read the story and waiting for the kids to fall silent from there. Sometimes it's about thinking about, do I actually need the silence at this moment, or would I be better getting everybody in the classroom and busy on something, for instance, a starter activity or interacting with some resources, to allow them to get the discussions out of the way before I go into the bit of the lesson where I'm going to discuss what we're doing and model it and so on. And then I also talk in the book about different phrases for different contexts. So in early years with the little ones, you might see, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, 1, 2, eyes on you. For slightly older ones, you might say, looking this way and listening carefully in 3, 2, 1, thank you very much. With 11 plus, it might be, I need complete silence before I continue. And once you get to GCSE level, A level, it might be, come on guys, everyone listening now, please, we need to get on. Your approach will vary according to the phase, according to the context. But bear in mind that the message you are sending by having one voice and silent attention and reinforcing that time after time is that the learning matters, the people matter, and we are going to listen to what they have to say. I'm Sue Cowley. This has been Getting Your Class to Behave. I hope you can join me next time.